Alright, so today we are talking about two phones that are not playing around. The Realme GT8 Pro and the OnePlus 15. Both start at 72,999. Both come with Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 and both brands genuinely believe they have nailed the value flagship formula. The Realme GT8 Pro positions itself as the performance plus imaging option. Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, a dedicated Hyper Vision Plus chip, a 200 megapixel periscope, a 7000 mAh battery, and that paper textured back with the switchable camera bump. Yes, they have taken some cues from other brands, but the OnePlus 15 takes the refinement route. Same chipset, but backed by a dedicated touch chip, a dedicated Wi-Fi chip, a larger 7300 mAh battery, and what they're calling the world's first 1.5K 165Hz LTPO display, plus the most complete IP rating package available right now. Both are powerful, both are expensive, but they pull in very different directions. So let's start with the first thing you'll notice, which is the design and how both of these feel in hand. Despite looking quite different, the in-hand feel of both these phones is surprisingly similar. They're almost identical in thickness and weight, but both feel lighter than the numbers suggest because the weight distribution is excellent. No sharp edges, no slippery corners, nothing poking into your palm. Realme is doing something fun this year with that paper textured leather finish. It genuinely feels like paper, warm, grippy, and different from the usual glass slabs. The only catch is durability. It does scratch easily if you're particular about keeping your phone spotless, but this is something that you will need to keep in mind. OnePlus goes the opposite way. It's got clean, minimal, and more traditional. The ultraviolet finish has a smooth matte texture that looks premium and should stay clean even after months of use. From the front, OnePlus clearly pulls ahead. The bezels are extremely thin and perfectly uniform, and it just makes the phone feel more modern. Realme's bezels are slightly thicker, but it's only noticeable if the phones are kept side by side. And on durability, OnePlus stretches its lead. Both phones have IP66, 68 and 69, but OnePlus adds IP69K as well, which means it can handle everything from rain to high pressure jets. Realme meanwhile has that switchable camera bump design, which is something playful and different, while OnePlus keeps things clean. Now, the displays. This is where both phones flex really hard. Realme gives you a 2K 144Hz panel, while OnePlus counters with a 1.5K 165Hz LTPO display. But the real differences show up once you start using them. Both phones hit extremely high brightness outdoors. In adaptive mode, they are basically indistinguishable. You can step out in harsh noon sunlight and comfortably read on either one. But in normal brightness mode, there's a clear winner. Realme stays around the 900 nit mark, while the OnePlus 15 jumps to well over 1000 nits. Indoors, this gives the OnePlus display a cleaner, more vibrant look without cranking up peak brightness. Color accuracy is where Realme takes the lead. The Delta A results on the GT8 Pro are extremely low, and the grayscale accuracy is excellent as well. The colors look true to life and the panel behaves consistently across different shades. The OnePlus 15 also scores well but leans a bit cooler. You can see a slight blue tint in whites if you stare closely. It's not inaccurate, it just has that tuned for pop look that some manufacturers and users prefer. Gamut coverage is nearly identical. Both can fill the entire P3 space very comfortably, and in daily use, the refresh rate difference 144Hz versus 165Hz isn't visible. Both are incredibly smooth and both use LTPO smartly. Both phones run the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, but they behave differently when you push them. In raw CPU tests, the Realme GT8 Pro edges ahead. It consistently posts higher scores, and in daily use, app launches, multitasking, scrolling, it just feels extremely snappy. Now, PC Mark work, which measures actual day-to-day responsiveness, also leans in Realme's favor. It feels more eager and ready to jump across tasks. The OnePlus 15 flips the story completely when you hit GPU-heavy workloads. In 3D Mark, benchmark and long gaming sessions, it pulls ahead comfortably. You can feel the extra graphics headroom, especially in effects-heavy games or 3D rendering apps. Thermals also favor OnePlus. Under sustained loads, it holds onto more of its peak performance, while the Realme dips faster because of its aggressive tuning. Both run BGMI at top frame rate. Realme stays a touch smoother on paper, but in actual gameplay, it's not something that you'll notice. Both stay stable and don't overheat even during long sessions. So Realme GT 8 Pro gets you higher peak CPU power and better day-to-day responsiveness, while the OnePlus 15 offers you higher GPU power and better sustained performance. Both are fast, but fast in different ways. Now, cameras is where these two take completely different creative directions. Realme's Ricoh GR partnership shows up instantly. The colors are bold, punchy and dramatic. The photos look like they have already been edited. HDR is aggressive, shadows get lifted, the image looks brighter overall, and the output is extremely social media ready. The OnePlus 15 is far more natural. The same scenes look cleaner, the colors look closer to real life, and complex shades are handled with better separation. It's not as instantly wow, but it's more accurate. Portraits are an easy win for OnePlus. Realme tends to add a reddish tint and smoothen skin more than needed. OnePlus keeps the natural undertones and maintains textures and handles exposure better. In details, both win differently. Realme is sharper, OnePlus is more organic. And in selfies, OnePlus is ahead thanks to the autofocus, so you get sharper eyes, cleaner hair strands, and better background control. Both phones have massive batteries. Realme easily lasts a full day, but under heavy load, camera, display at 2K, gaming, you can see the power draw. It's good, but it's not exceptional. OnePlus lasts longer and feels more consistent across a full day. It's more efficient with that LTPO panel and it's more stable thermals. Charging flips the story. OnePlus charges a bit faster, Realme takes a bit longer. Both are quick enough, so you won't need overnight charging. So, after using both phones, the picture becomes very clear. The Realme GT 8 Pro is for someone who wants impact, bold photos, punchy colors, high burst performance, and a design that feels different. It has that personality. The OnePlus 15 is for someone who wants consistency, better portraits, better battery life, stronger GPU performance, and cleaner design with long-term reliability. It feels more mature. Both are great, but great for very different reasons. So think about what kind of a user you are and decide based on that. If you found this comparison helpful, drop your questions in the comments or tell me which phone you are leaning towards and why. And if you want more real-world tests like this, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.